The freedom to actually practice your religion is the first condition for living in a non-Muslim country. So tell me honestly, does it exist?
If your child grows up not being open-minded about that stuff, then they're gonna get bullied because it's 2022. So teach your kid to grow the fuck up.
Open-minded, right. You know what that was in response to?
Spray me. It makes me feel about this big.
Yeah, that's how they feel when you misgender them.
We tried telling her nicely, and now we're balance training.
This woman is married to either a man or a woman who has decided in their heads that they're the opposite gender of what they actually are. She's forced her mother to wear a pride rainbow shirt and trains her like a dog to accept whatever this woman believes to be the truth. And all of the comments are literally filled with praise and support. Everyone apparently thinks this is a wonderful idea. Now back to the girl earlier who said it clearly. If your kids are not open-minded, if they fail in using the right pronouns, your kids are going to get bullied. This isn't a threat, by the way. This is a reality. How can you realistically believe your kids are not being attacked verbally, psychologically, emotionally, and sometimes even physically for a lack of open-mindedness? The attack comes not just from non-Muslims in the West, by the way. No, now we have Muslim authors writing books for your Muslim kids with lovely, safe-looking covers like this one. What do you think this book is about? Layla, a young Muslimah, even wears a hijab, mashallah. Surely this book will uphold some level of Islamic morals. Wrong. The main character has a crush on a non-Muslim boy named Ethan. That's not the worst part though. Ethan confesses to her that he is in fact gay, and they go on to then talk about other cute guys in their school together, and she feels honored to have been one of the first people he trusts with his secret. Back in the day, my parents' worst fear was kids having crushes on non-Muslims. Now you have to worry about kids turning gay, questioning Allah's assignment of gender, and straight up abandoning Islam because it doesn't make sense to them compared to the daily 8 hours of brainwashing they undergo for decades at school. But this brainwashing doesn't just happen hidden behind book covers, by the way. No, in wonderfully tolerant UK, your teenager's senior teacher will very tolerantly yell at your Muslim daughter like this.
All right, shut up and listen. I don't care. I've had enough. We live in a diverse and tolerant country. 21 years ago, a group of Muslims smashed airplanes into buildings to kill thousands of people.
What could she have possibly done to anger him like this? You see, a gay Muslim came to their school to try and confuse the kids by saying homosexuality is not a sin in Islam. The girl then dared to correct him. She says it's one thing for him to fall into the sin of homosexuality himself, that's different, but she clarified that it wasn't right for him to say that Islam doesn't say homosexuality is a sin. And that is what resulted in her being yelled at, publicly humiliated, and summoned to the principal's office due to her homophobic behavior. This is just a small glimpse of how the West is attacking your deen, more specifically your children's deen. So let me ask you again, is your family really able to practice true Islam without any fear? And for what? Why suffer the constant harassment, the constant bullying, the constant inferiority complex, the fear of your daughter not just falling in love with a non-Muslim at school, which is impermissible, but falling for a non-Muslim that identifies as neither a boy nor a girl, because now we're non-binary apparently, and is attracted to both genders? Not just the very real threat of zina, but of homosexuality and literally kufr looms heavy over the heads of your children. So I ask you this, why? Why are you taking that risk? How can you expect a kid to not get muddy when you've thrown him yourself into muddy waters? Stop getting comfortable. Investigate the ground realities of what your child is really exposed to and take the necessary actions to protect against it. There are numerous ways to protect your family. The most highly recommended one is obviously hijrah to a better environment. It doesn't have to be Pakistan. It doesn't have to be Saudi. Wherever your deen is allowed to grow without hesitation in the hearts of your children, seek that land. Allah's earth is so spacious. Trust me, there is no shortage of goodness if only you are willing to look. I know you think it's impossibly difficult, but I promise you it doesn't have to be. Inshallah, I plan on making many more videos to help strengthen your intention to seek a better environment for the deen of not just your children, but also yourself. So please do subscribe and keep in touch through Instagram or email. Until next time, Assalamu alaikum.